everybody, my name is Rich Kettner. Welcome to Starry Night Guitars. Today I'm going to talk about the idea of soloing on a single string. I got the idea originally from this book, The Advancing Guitarist, by a guy named Mick Goodrick. He used to teach at New England Conservatory. I believe he now teaches at Berklee School of Music up in Boston. Really, really great guitar player. So, Mick Goodrick. I've had this book, my gosh, probably 40 years, going on 40 years. And what's really unique about it is it's not your typical guitar method book. Very often you buy a guitar book, you open it up, it shows you shapes or chords or scales or licks or whatever. Something you can apply right away, right? Mick's book is almost more like a Zen kind of thing. Like he gives you some information, but a lot of it he asks you open-ended questions where he's trying to pull the knowledge out of you. So, and as the title implies, The Advancing Guitarist, you can get it. It's called Advancing Guitarist, Applying Guitar Concepts and Techniques. He does show some techniques, but a lot of it is more ideas or concepts that you have to do all the work and really dig in to get anything out of it. So it's not like you're going to buy this book and work on it for 2 weeks and come away with licks. But it really helps you go much deeper and solve things for yourself. So one concept in the book he calls it unitar, and talks about if you had an instrument rather than 6 strings, if you had only one single string. It forces you to break out of patterns that we play. A lot of guitar players, I think probably more so than any other instrument, depend on visual aids. You know, if we're playing in the key of A, say A minor, and you're playing a rock tune, you're thinking pentatonic, right? You've heard guitar players play that a million times. But a sax player wouldn't do that, or a piano player wouldn't approach it that way. And I found a good way to break out of these boxes or patterns that you play over and over and over again is putting restraints upon you, or constraints. So when you have only one string, suddenly I can't play those licks on one string. So it forces me to think differently. So I'm going to try it again. This time I'm going to delete this loop, and I'll do a blues in B flat, let's say. Here we go. My B flat blues, and see what I can come up with on the first string. Whoop. Okay, so I flubbed one place where I played one note on the second string. So the idea, you know, it was so ingrained in me when I played that particular lick to play a note on the other string. But here you can't. It forces you. I got to find these notes on this one string. So you might want to start with a much more basic pattern than that. You know, even just something simple like a 1 chord to a 5 chord. A G major 7 to kind of a D sus, kind of a C over a D bass. I'm just buying the 5th fret, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, G major 7. You can add your pinky if you want to. try that real quick, because that would be much easier than what I did. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm just thinking, for both chords, I can really think G major. So we'll start on the G, 3rd fret. So, the point, folks, is it forces you out of playing these familiar patterns so you can make it as simple as you want. Like I just did there. That was a much more harmonically simple way to address it, where the first tune I did, or the blues, would be more difficult. So depending on your ability level. But this is a brilliant book. Again, this guy has some incredible concepts, a very, very deep thinker. So if you're at a place in your guitar playing where you're kind of stuck in some ruts, whether you're a rock player, metal player, blues, whatever you do, or just a younger guitar player who's trying to break out of some habits. You know, very often people progress and progress, and we kind of get to a plateau. Particularly, I see that in guitar players that are self-taught, and they don't know how to get out of that and onto the next level. A book like this is like a good whack in the side of the head, can kind of wake you up and say, wow, I would have never thought of that. I would have never tried that. So check it out. I hope this helped you out. If you found this interesting, please think about, consider giving my page a like, or maybe check out my website or my other pages. And if anyone would like to go deeper with these concepts, I'm available for lessons, so you can reach out to me. Hope this helps. Keep playing, keep having fun, and God bless. Take care.